Shout out to Marco Pedrano, AMG, Victor, Alfredo Jr., Dan Real, Bitmantis, Christopher Graves, Mada Alcusa, Nathan Arseno, and Touch My Dilly.
Welcome back, Game with King family, to another F1 Clash video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what happened to our CC points, what we spend them on, and why we decided to spend them that way. All right. So, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications. Also, remember to smash the like button, and let's jump into the video. All right. So, we've been holding on to our CC points for the longest while. As you can see, I currently only now have 25 CC points. I want to spend that 25 as well, but I'm currently saving that 25 so I could keep the CC store around, because once you spend off all your CC points, the CC store will disappear until next season. When you get more CC points, then it will return. If you do have a few CC points in there, let's say you have like 5 or so in there, or even 1, the store will stick around for the entire season. For me, I like to keep the store around, so at the later end of the season, when the new season is about to start, I could give new players a look at what the CC store looks like. All right. So what I spend my CC points on, I spend all my CC points on maxing out Mick Schumacher. As you can see, I have an excess right there of Mick Schumacher of 72, and I have him up to max level. All right, so the reason why I decided to spend my CC points on Mick Schumacher and not on a driver like 10 Max Verstappen or 10 Lewis Hamilton or 10 George Russell, or even one of those top level drivers. As you can see, there is 350 CC points for 10 of those drivers. However, it's only 25 CC points for 10 Mick Schumacher. So I purchased over 200 and about 25 Mick Schumacher cards, so I could unlock, so I could get him maxed out, so I could get asset trading. All right. Yeah, you see, I've already made my trade for today. Should have saved that trade to show you guys in this video, but anyways, I've already made that trade for today. All right, so I've used my CC points to max out my Mick Schumacher. That will give me a few days of asset trading. As you can see, asset trading, it takes, let's go back to asset trading here. So we're not seeing the trading info, but it takes 6 epics, 60 rares, and 300 comments to trade. So if you have a epic maxed out with a good surplus, it will be taking 6 epics, 6 of those epics per day, per trade. All right, the thing with asset trading is that you could trade 6 Mick Schumacher that you see we have here in asset trading, and you would get like a series 6, a series 12 epic part to be tradable. All right, so you could take like 6 Mick Schumacher, and you could get, if you get lucky, you could get Max Verstappen series 12 up in there, and you could trade your 6 Schumacher for 6 Verstappen. All right, so if a case came by where you get to trade 6 Schumacher for 6 Verstappen, you basically say got 6 Verstappen cards that you did not pay 350 CC points for. So to pay like 350 CC points to get like 10 Verstappen card is like a huge waste compared to the potential that you could get if you max out your Mick Schumacher here and then trade that Mick Schumacher for more epics in the asset trading feature. All right, so we have a good amount of days of trading remaining on our Mick Schumacher here. We've already traded today. There you see we have 72. If you divide that by 6, then you'll see the amount of days we have left to trade out that Mick Schumacher, and hopefully we will be gaining some Mick Schumacher as we go by. All right, so what I recommend for you to do with your CC points, I am not going to be able to tell you what to do with your CC points, but this is one strategy of using the CC points that I used by playing the longer game and using my CC points to unlock more asset trading days. For me, asset trading is not the elite goal, sometimes you'll get some trade in there that you don't want. It's basically a waste trade. You don't need those parts or those drivers or whatever you get in that trade. The one drawback with asset trading is that it does not reset. So like how the shop has a timer here that resets every 24 hour, the asset trading does not resets. All right, it only resets when you make a trade. All right, so that's the only drawback of asset trading. So sometimes you're gonna get those waste epics that you don't want, and another time you're gonna get some good epics in there that you want. All right, so there are all kind of strategy with asset trading. You could go for all epics. You could go for commons and rare to help those get maxed out as fast as possible. But at this point in the game where you have a lower chance of getting epics, I would recommend you go only for epics in your asset trading if you're going to be using it at this point in the game. If you're like close to maxing out, let's say a ALBY need like 2 cards to max out, ALBY common need 2 cards to max out, and you see an ALBY common turning up in your asset trading feature, I would recommend you trade that ALBY to get him maxed out, and then you just need like 2 cards, 2 more ALBYs to get him back into trading. All right, so you basically get a free trade in that regard. So in that regard, if your driver is close to max, you need like 5 or 10 cards to max that driver out, you can then trade and he shows up in your asset trading. I would recommend you trade for that driver. Then when you get that extra 10 cards, you can then he's automatically going to be added back into the trading cycle to trade for something else. All right, so that's one way of using the asset trading, and I do recommend for taking all the epics, because the epics are going to be the hardest things to max out in the game. So if you can take all epics, if you get a good epic, definitely take that good epic. If you get a waste epic and then there you have like a better common or rare choice, then you go for that and try to recycle it back into the asset trading system as I just explained. All right, so that's basically what I had to show you guys here for today's video. We do have 25 CC points left, which would be good to buy some more mixed Schumacher, but I'm just gonna hold on to those for now so we can keep the store around for the longer all. So I do think you get more value from using the asset trading feature instead of just going for a high Series 12 epics with all your CC points all at once. All right, but at this level in the game, if you still do have your CC points, if you've been holding and following my strategy and hold on to your CC points, I would definitely recommend you try to max out your Series 1 epic and use your CC points to create surplus so you can have some days to trade. Trust me, it is worth it. You might get lucky and get some Series 12 epics in those trades, as the asset trading is not locked to your series. It's not locked to any series. It just randomly generates some trades and it throws them at you. All right, so that's basically gonna be it for today's video. Really appreciate you guys who watched the full videos, for all your support. Use code REDTRADE down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All good, guys. Bye.